Hi, Mr. Alvarez. We are going to talk with Nicolas Bustos, who is a medicine student from University of Chile, because he studied abroad in New Zealand and also he studied in Oxford, England. Hi, Nicolas. How are you?
Hi, Rocío. Fine, and you?
Fine, thanks. Well, let's start. Um, why did you decide to study medicine?
Well, that's a very common question when you start on your first year of university. All the teacher wants to know why do you decide to study medicine, and I have here many answers. Some people say that they really like to help people, that's why they are studying. Some people say that they want to travel to Africa to save people. Some people say they want to change the world, and some people say directly that they want to earn a lot of money. But personally, I think that I'm studying medicine because I really like helping people. I really like science, and I really think that it's amazing to make with your life something that can improve the other's life, something that can make a change in the world, to make a change in your country, and also improve the other's life, as I said. So I really like helping people. I really like science, and all the things suit on very good with the career. It's very tough. It's very hard. It's a very long way, I know, but I think that it's really worth at the end of the way.
But would you like to study abroad?
Yeah, I love traveling. If I had the opportunity, I would be traveling again. Oh, I will be traveling all my life. But actually, yeah, I would like to continue my studies overseas. Um, I really like England as a country, as system education, as education system. So I really like to continue my studies in England. It's one of my dreams. It's one of my projects, and I just want to carry on. So, but first you have to pass the first year.
Yes, I think yes, I think it's a problem. Okay, but come back to Chile. Do you think there are problems with health here?
Yeah, if you want to travel abroad, if you want to help the others, and you want to make a change in the world, I think that first you have to start in your country. Yeah, in your house. So in Chile, we have many problems. Chile is a country that is characterized for the inequalities. We have inequalities in health. We have inequalities in education. We have many inequalities, social inequalities. Richest people have access to the best quality in health, in education, and the lower income people, the lower classes, are just have access to the worst quality in education and in public health. Public health is very weak compared with private health. So I really think that we have to make many changes on it, because now we have problems in inequality.
Yes. Thinking about that, what changes will you make to health?
Well, we have to make many changes, and if I had the opportunity to make them, oh, but first, I think that we should eliminate private health. I know that sounds really crazy, but I think that if all the money that is sent, that it's stored on private health, goes to public health will improve a lot. So I think private health is not necessary if we have a good public health, and everybody will have access to public health.
So so you think it's important to strengthen public health?
Yeah, we must strengthen public health as a people who work in health, as future workers. I think we must endorse public health, because, as I said, everybody benefits from public health if it's a good public health. So you know that in Chile the system is divided in private and in public. The thing is that an 80% of the people is on public health, and just a 20% of the people, the richest people, are in private health. But everybody must give their 7% of their incomes to health. So if the richest people send the bigger 7% to the private health, private health is going to improve more than public health. And actually doctors also are split out in 50-50. 50% of the doctors work for the 20% of the people in private health, and now the other 50% of the doctors work on public health for the 80% of the people, of the population. So it's not a coincidence that public health is weaker compared with the private one. So I think that if we endorse public health, we are not going to have those inequalities. So that's our reason. It's not as I said, it's not a coincidence that the people with the lower incomes have the worst health compared with the richer people.
Yes, I understand that, but do you think those problems are a motivation for you?
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. In my university, we are educated to try to make a change in our country, in Chile. So it's very concerned with all the problems that are currently in our nation. So yeah, there, as I said, there is a motivation. If you want to say change the world, you have first change your house. So I want to make a change. I want to be the best doctor as I can, and I want to work for public health and to help people that really need being helped.
Yes, finally, we want to ask you about abortion. What do you think about that? It's a actual issue.
Yeah, it's a very polemic topic actually. But what kind of abortion are you talking about? The abortion of that is being discussed in the government, or all kind of abortion?
Yes, about
Yeah,
It's
the
a
one is being discussed. Perfect. Well, if we talk first about all kind of abortion, I have to say that as a future doctor, I have to protect the life, and I don't agree with all kind of abortion. You know, the life is the most important thing, and that to keep it is our mission. So, however, we have to be flexible in some cases, and the three cases that are being discussed now on government are very, very, very justified. I think that women must have the right to decide on their own bodies if it's really necessary. Um, the three cases are inviolability of the fetus, the risk of mother life, and in case of rape. Rape may cause a very huge damage to psychological health in some cases. And also, I think it's not ethic to continue and to carry on with a pregnancy if you know that the child is gonna die in the first hours of after its birth. So I think it's more ethic to prevent them from suffering if you know that it's gonna die. So in some cases, I think that abortion must be legally. Also, in some cases, the doctor, there are a lot of gaps, as I said, in the law. So if the doctor must do an abortion, he have to do it in order to save the mother life. But now it's that act is penalized. You know, so there is something that we really must discuss. And also, there are just 6 countries in the world that doesn't allow that don't allow this kind of abortion.
free countries.
Yeah, there are just 6 countries: the Vatican and Nicaragua, Chile. I think, or the 90% of the population is mistaken, or we are right. I don't know. So that's something that we must discuss, I think.
Okay, Nicolas, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.